History's a new day, new era. Lights on, game loud, move clearer. They slept too long, now the storm got nearer. Wake up, look in the mirror. Wake up, you feel that shift in the air. Stardust burn, old crew in the flare. What's gonna shake when the dreamers declare? Wake up, we already here. Wake up, wake up. Cold floors, no name on the list. We built from the shadows, can't sleep on this. Every miss was a spark, now the flames exist. Universe are aligned, can't resist the twist. They hit snooze while we built in the dark. Now we run plays with celestial law. From the north to the world, hear the engine start. We igniting the spark. It's the moment.
History has been made in Canadian basketball. One hand down, all over the defense.
The one-hand talkback.
Oh! Bringing the fans to their feet, putting a man in the rim. And that does it! Oh my lord!
Welcome to the NPA on NPH.
How long have you watching?
I started last year.
Oh.
Yeah, first year since last year. Yeah, last year. So I just like with the HR.
Contract. That's your chair.
Yeah, bringing me.
The chair's fucked. Obviously, it's like to sit between quarters and whatnot. Yeah. All right, we're gonna have a good game. It's gonna be fun.
You're the commentator?
It's my job.
Let's go.
That's why I'm here.
Yes, you were. That's why.
That is why I was hired.
Of course. That's why we contacted you.
That's why I contacted you.
Oh, my bad.
Well, I know someone. I did a commentary for Hoops, and someone there was just like, "Yo, I heard Northville Hoops needs people. Hit them up." I'm like, "Shit, okay," and I did.
Nice.
Hello. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. How are we feeling? Good? No? Bad? Maybe? Awesome.
I'm gonna have to mute this one. Try that again.
Hello, hello, hello. Okay, cool. Is there any way to hear?
Can you hear yourself?
No. Hold up, let me. There we go. I got it. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. Yeah, it's a little quiet. It's
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We've had a nice little winter break here. Hope you had a wonderful holiday season. Hope you were able to enjoy the new year. 2025 is behind us. 2026 is here, and we're going to have some wonderful WNPA action here. We have a hectic weekend here for this session of not just WNPA, but NPA action. We got games up in Calgary. We're going to be over in Oakville. Game later tonight in Fort Erie. But for now, home court here at the playground in Burlington, and man, am I excited here to be able to call this game for you all. We have Sacred Heart here taking on St. Jude Prep, and it's going to be a fun matchup between both these sides. I'm Julian Quintero Verano, and I'm absolutely excited to call this game. We have two great sides here. They've been fighting hard this season. Who's going to be starting off their 2026 with a bang? First tip-off won here by Sacred Heart. They're going to be bringing it in. The Bowen sisters immediately playing 1-2s with one another. They are the big notables here. Sierra and Annabelle, both fantastic players. Immediately a foul drawn there, but that one there was Massaran Sheriff, who draws the foul. We'll be doing a quick trip here to the line. Start at it early. Out there right now for the Sacred Heart team, as mentioned, the Bowen sisters and Sierra and Annabelle. They've both been fantastic coming up. They had a great battle in the fort. I'm going to try to continue that here. Massaran Sheriff, a player that I've been very impressed with, and another very good player here on the Sacred Heart team. We do have out there Rose Charbonneau will be joining him. Last player out there, Chloe Kenji, rounding out the starting five. Not a single player on this Sacred Heart team is in the class of 2026. A very young group here coming all the way down from Montreal. They're coached by the Bowen family. They have a lot of basketball in their blood. It runs deep in that family. And I got to chat with them prior to the game. What they tell me, they said we've been up since 4 in the morning, traveling from Montreal just to make it here to Burlington for this game. But the girls are excited. They don't seem tired. They're absolutely stoked to play here this weekend and to continue on what's been a very, very strong season so far in this WNPA season. Turnover there. We will see Sacred Heart once again on the offensive. Currently leading 1-0 as Massaran Sheriff split her opportunities at the line. And now we're going to be seeing what St. Jude can do here on defense. A push-off there. Forces a turnover. Massaran Sheriff trying to get open. Big shove there to Davina Grant. And St. Jude will be retaking the ball. Out there right now for this St. Jude side. As mentioned, Davina Grant, she got shoved there. She's going to probably be the main focus here on the inbound. And joining her there is Miriam Enriquez. Both of them out there for it. But the player inbounding, that in my opinion is the player to watch here for this St. Jude's team. It's Silvana Maldonado, a very talented player. She's been a star at some bleak moments, and she's been a shining point at the brightest opportunities for this St. Jude side. So you definitely want to see her get started. Immediately a tough shot, missed. And it will be rebounded by Sacred Heart as they go the other way. Joining them on the court on the side of St. Jude's right now, we have Kara Sapong. She's been a great big man opportunity. And Marilla Plivchik right there gets the steal. And now we'll be seeing St. Jude going the other way. Ball popped out of Davina Grant's hand. We will be seeing St. Jude again here on the inbound down at the baseline. Maldonado's going to be looking at her options here, and the St. Jude side isn't quite as young as the Sacred Heart side. I mean, Sacred Heart, they're starting the Bowen sisters, class of 28 and 2030, respectively. Massaran Sheriff, 2029, who's running the break here. Goes up right at the basket and gets 2 points there for Massaran Sheriff. Like I said, class 2029. Very young, talented player. Chloe Kenji also, class of 2028, and Rose Charbonneau, class of 2028. So this side, new to the WNPA, and you can definitely expect them to start bringing it moving forward. They had a bit of a rough adjusting period to start off their time in the WNPA. They had to play the likes of Fort Erie early, trying to get their footing in battle in the fort, but now they lead 5-0 over St. Jude's, and it just keeps getting worse here for this St. Jude's side as they turn it over thanks to a travel. Timeout has been called here. St. Jude's going to want to figure things out here, so we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen, here. Don't go anywhere.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids with that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
We're back here. The inbound opportunity for Sacred Heart. St. Jude's had to call a timeout, try to get themselves balanced again, but Rose Charbonneau, her three-pointer falls flat as it is blocked by Silvana Maldonado. We will be seeing St. Jude again here, setting up in the half-court defense. Inbound quick in. Finds Sierra Bowen. Goes back inside and it goes out. Great ball movement so far here, but the shot clock will expire. Sacred Heart not able to get a proper shot off. We'll be seeing St. Jude now get set up again. Everyone trying to get open. Who's going to make themselves known? It's going to be Plivchik. Plivchik finds Maldonado. She's going to be the one bringing it back up. Annabelle Bowen on the defensive side. Maldonado back and forth, going right to the hoops. Gets past one and a drive to the basket there for Silvana Maldonado. She makes her way past Chloe Kenji for the first 2 points of the game for St. Jude's. Now how does Sacred Heart respond? Bowen Sisters play 1-2, goes in to Kenji, but Kenji called for the travel. St. Jude's now, they're going to want to capitalize on this. Another possession given to them. Quick inbound there to Plivchik. No one is back. Kenji comes flying in and is able to force it off and bounces it off the leg of Plivchik, it seems. And it will be Sacred Heart retaking possession there. Great heads-up defense from Chloe Kenji to recover with no one behind Plivchik on the break. Now Annabelle Bowen slips here, trying to get it up, gets tipped around, bouncing around, picked up by Maldonado. And the great heads-up play from Silvana Maldonado all started with the pressure of our dear friend Miriam Henriquez. Another steal here, but Maldonado not able to finish. A full court press. It's been hard to break. Kenji goes back and forth with Sheriff. And one play here for Chloe Kenji. And Sacred Heart break out of the full court press. They make themselves known, and back and forth basketball between their bigs results in 2 points with one more to come. Plivchik now subs out. We will be seeing Ashlyn Krause make her way in. Bounces off high on the rim, won't go, and it will be out quick. Davina Grant trying to go coast to coast, does just that. Great play from receiving the outlet. And now we see where it ends up pushing here. Pushing up, Bowen. Charbonneau swings it across the Sheriff. Sheriff on the drive inside, loses it. Grant swoops it up, gives it over to Maldonado. Maldonado slows up, passes out to Apong. Apong waiting for someone to get themselves open, finds Henriquez. Grant tipped pass there from Sheriff, trying to get past the lanky defender, floats it up, and Davina Grant with the finish. Back and forth play again. Charbonneau finds Annabelle Bowen, 1-2. Karis Apong with the foul. And we will be seeing a trip to the line here for Sacred Heart. Subs being made in bulk here for St. Jude's. We're seeing number 14 come in for Sacred Heart, and that is Naomi Bowen, the youngest one of the Bowen sisters, class of 2031. Very young player there, as her sister Annabelle hits the first. Meanwhile, subbing in on the side of St. Jude's, we're seeing Sierra Surface come in to this game. She will be making her first appearance. We're also going to be seeing Alicia Monet. She's going to be making her appearance in this one to start it off. And inbounding here, number 1, Sophie Munn will be the one to do so. Pass inside to Maldonado. St. Jude's trying to break out. Maldonado glancing around, waiting, looking, trying to figure something out here. No one's open, able to get Munn open for 3, but it's short, still fighting for it. Comes down is Massaran Sheriff, and Sheriff pushes up. Sheriff, pressure put on her. Munn trying to get the steal. They're going to try to break out again, but it will be an 8-second violation here. Wonderful press defense from St. Jude's to force that turnover. 9-8 the score. St. Jude's trying to get a lead here. Surface dancing around, tries lobbing it inside, stolen by Sierra Bowen. She's leading the charge. Quick pass over to Annabelle, and she finishes right at the basket. Great transition play, 1-2 for Sacred Heart. It's 11-8. Silvana Maldonado trying to drive there, draws the foul on Chloe Kenji. St. Jude's now here, forced to reset. Inbound comes in, Sierra Surface. Surface takes the screen, cuts inside, pauses, back out to Munn. Munn going around, trying to flip it over to Surface. She thinks about the 3, instead drives in herself, kicks out of Maldonado. She sets and launches. That's the tray for Silvana Maldonado. And Maldonado lets that fly to tie it up at 11. And she's been fantastic to start off this game. 3 for 5 in this one. 7 of the 11 points for St. Jude's. Kenji flips it over to Bowen. She finds her sister too high a bit there for Sierra. She finds Kenji inside again. Kenji back on out. That one right there is Julia Arteaga Lavoie, but it gets turned over. St. Jude's driving force once more. Maldonado looking around, trying to figure it out. Arteaga Lavoie steps up, makes his way out of Surface. Cuts to her left, swings around, floats it up, and is not able to convert. It will be picked up here by Bowen. Bowen, pass to her sister. They got to break out here. Surface putting the pressure on, but it will be taken out by Sierra. Sierra to Annabelle Bowen, goes over to Arteaga Lavoie. Bobbles it a bit, but able to maintain. And still back to the top here. It is Sierra Bowen. Pass inside, wonderful, cut and one! Annabelle Bowen slips past the back of the defenders, and they have no choice but to foul her on that trip. An old-fashioned three-point play here for Annabelle Bowen. Not able to hit the free throw, but Sheriff comes down with it, goes back to Annabelle. She finds Sierra. Whistle flies here. Seeing what it is to get sorted. It will just be Sacred Heart getting set again. And a timeout has been called here for Sacred Heart. Currently, we're sitting here with a wonderful game so far. Sacred Heart leading the way, 13-11. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. First, almost to its end.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
This season, we are hydrated. The official sports drink of the UFC. It's time! Oh, that's good.
We're back here, the inbound for Sacred Heart. Annabelle Bowen waiting for people to get open, looking around a swing. Pass comes in, it's picked off by Alicia Monet. But she fell out of bounds. Sacred Heart get another stab at it. Inbound comes in to Naomi Bowen. Bowen steps out of bounds. St. Jude's forced the turnover. And we'll be seeing Silvana Maldonado once again here to inbound. Quick pass inside, finds Enriquez. Enriquez drives hard to the left-hand side. Beats Sierra Bowen, but a reach-in foul. We will be seeing Masseron Sheriff come in to sub. Makes the change with Annabelle Bowen. Inbound again here for St. Jude's. Finds Enriquez. Enriquez pushes around the left-hand side, pauses, throws it over to the corner. Munn has it back to Maldonado. Maldonado pushing here towards the baseline, attack to the hoop. And she is able to do just that to get 2 more points here for her. Inbound coming here for Sacred Heart. They're waiting for an opportunity. It finds Sheriff. Sheriff overthrows. She overthrows Sierra Bowen there. Goes out of bounds. St. Jude's, how do you do? An opportunity here. 3:02 remaining here in the first. We're all square at 13. Finds Miriam Enriquez. She dumps inside there to Monet. Monet hard drive to the basket, draws the foul from Artiaga Lavoie. And it will be 2 free throws coming here for St. Jude's. They're having a substitution come in here. It's Sierra Sunkel making her first appearance of the game. She will be coming in for Ashlyn Krause. St. Jude's, they started off the game quite slow. They were trailing 5-0 to Sacred Heart, and it just seemed that nothing was really going their way. But following an early timeout, a slow start, St. Jude started coming into their own. They started performing. They started giving it all they can. And now here they are at the line, trying to break this tie. First one did not fall for Monet. Second one a high, bounce off the rim. She doesn't sink either. Outlet from Sheriff gets picked off there. Maldonado shoved as she hits the deck. We will be seeing here for the Saints, Mila Dauple making her way in for Chloe Kenji. That foul right there puts them in the bonus. Silvana Maldonado will get a chance now to break this tie. First free throw here from Maldonado. She's still not able to fall. That will be 3 missed free throws in a row so far for St. Jude's. Bad stretch here, but let's see if they can break the duck with this second free throw. Sinks the second free throw. Now an inbound for Sacred Heart. Naomi Bowen finds her sister Sierra, who swings over to Sheriff. Sheriff drive hard, cut off by Maldonado, now getting boxed in. Swings back out to Sierra Bowen. Bowen out to Thiago Lavoie, mid-range jumper. Doesn't get the proper bounce on it. It's loose for a bit. Maldonado able to break out and draw the foul. So Vada Maldonado, great play there. She will be continuing a chance here to score some free throws. Rose Charbonneau making her way in for Julia Artiaga Lavoie. Now coming in for St. Jude's, we're seeing Alicia Monet come out. Assyria Chamberlain making her way in for the St. Jude side. First one doesn't fall for Maldonado. The bad streak continues for the side of St. Jude's. Here's some more to come here. Second, falls. Seeing some subs here again. Sierra Surface comes on for Maldonado. And we're seeing the Bowen sisters swap out for one another. Sierra comes out, Annabelle comes in. Quick one finds Annabelle. Annabelle waiting for someone to come attack her. Instead she's going to push up. Has someone behind her, has someone in front of her. Needs to get it out. Finds Cherif. Cherif pass over to Charbonneau. She's open for three. Lets it fly. It's long. Bowen finds the other Bowen sister. Quick pass over to Charbonneau. Charbonneau finds Cherif. Cherif hard drive inside, pausing, and the bucket for Massaran Cherif. But immediately no one getting back there. Sophie Munn decides to get back, launch a three, not able to capitalize there. And the quick turnaround on the possession doesn't result in points for St. Jude. Saints step up once more. Charbonneau plays a 1-2 here with Bowen. Swung out to Cherif. Almost picked up by Munn. Instead it will be Cherif. She drives in, finds Dow play underneath the basket. Not able to get the bucket. Still fought by Cherif. Out to Charbonneau. She sets her feet launching from range. Long once more. Bowen comes down with it. Finds her sister Naomi. Back over to Charbonneau. She's open again from the wing. And that one bounces off there. 0 for 3 so far from beyond the arc for Rose Charbonneau. We know she can hit those. Only a matter of time of when she heats up in this game. Out to Sophie Munn. She sets her feet for three and gets it done there. 18-15 the score now with 1:15 remaining in this first. Bowen waiting for someone to make themselves known. Instead will take it herself all the way. Dump off over to Duplay. And she will finish there. Travel called on Sierra Surface, immediately following the inbound. Sacred Heart with an opportunity to really capitalize on this one. Karasapong comes on. We will be seeing Miriam Henriquez come off. Inbound. Quick one there. Finds Bowen. Bowen taking a baseline. Carries it in to Cherif. Cherif. Scoop shot there. Gets the bucket in the post to give Sacred Heart the lead once more. 1 point lead. Surface beats the press. Tries lobbing over Annabelle Bowen. Not able to do so. Quick pass on over to Massaran Cherif, who goes up on the transition and gets those points very easily. Sacred Heart back in their rhythm, it seems. One pass over to Surface. It's a bit high. Surface still able to chase it down. Goes in, dumps it over to a Pong. She puts it up and in. Great play there for St. Jude. Wonderful play down the wing. And Surface able to find Karis Pong for two. 10 seconds remaining here in this first. Bowen trying to dance past Munn. Flips out to Charbonneau. She lets it fly again from range. High bounce there. Rebounded by Naomi Bowen. And she puts it up and in. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, beats the buzzer. It's the end of the first. 21-20 the score here as we reset for the second quarter of action. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We will be right back with some more WNPA basketball.
Ottawa, the heart of Canada, where the cities come together. From the canal to the parliament, the capital isn't just a place, it's a proving ground. The energy hits different here, where East meets West, where English meets French. Where the NPH Eastern Conference is forming, the capital is where regions will collide, where stories will be written, and where legacies are made. The Capital Showdown. Let's see who really runs Canada.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Wnpa Reds. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids with that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
We're back here, ladies and gentlemen, for a second quarter action. 23-20 the score. And Sacred Heart have been able to edge out so far St. Jude's, but it hasn't been super pretty. Another opportunity there for Rose Charbonneau. Goes begging. And a kickball violation there on Silvana Maldonado's pass. She will get an opportunity to inbound once again. Maldonado finds Grant. Grant trying to beat Charbonneau here. Charbonneau piling on the pressure. Gets stolen there for a moment by Annabelle Bowen. Over and back gets called here as Silvana Maldonado tried recouping it. She's not very happy with the call, but referee says she stepped on over and back. Recovered before crossing over with the tip. Sierra Bowen finds Annabelle Bowen. Charbonneau swings on over to Sheriff. Sheriff hard drive inside, flips it back over to Charbonneau. Charbonneau back on out to Bowen. To the corner. Charbonneau back to Bowen. Bowen to Bowen. And it's a three-pointer here. Annabelle Bowen finalizes that one. Ball movement all around for Sacred Heart, and the first points of this second quarter is a three. Opong. Been giving it around. Quick pass on over. Out to Maldonado. Just needs to get a three off. It's long. And it will fail the buzzer there. Violation. Back and forth play, quick pass into play. Del Play not able to hold on to it, but a wonderful fight there from Annabelle Bowen to get it. Finds Sheriff, who's not able to finish that opportunity, trying to fit Maldonado, but it's tipped. St. Jude's recoups the possession. Inbound now, Chloe Kenji coming in for Mila Del Play. Maldonado. Ball tipped, still remains St. Jude's ball. Maldonado waiting for someone to get open, finds Enriquez. Enriquez out to Grant. Grant to Opong. Opong. They're moving it all the way around. Gets tipped around, stolen there by Sacred Heart. They're running the break. Charbonneau drifting away to the corner. Sierra Bowen on the attack. Blocked there by Marilla Plivchik. The block by Plivchik there out of bounds. It's St. Jude able to remain with the possession. They're following their block. Quick pass on over to Grant. Grant inside of Maldonado. Maldonado finds the ball on the outside. Back on over to Grant. It's off the ceiling. And it will be Sacred Heart ball following that one. Isabella Pan will be making her way in for Rose Charbonneau. Pan, quick inbound now to Bowen. Bowen swings on over to her sister, Annabelle Bowen. Able to hold on for a moment. She's going to try to drive in. Pausing, looking right there. She has Sierra to her right. She uses it to receive it herself anyway. Finds Pan, sets her feet, launching from range. Short on the three. Picked up by Plivchik. Fouled there is Marilla Plivchik. And now we will be seeing an inbound opportunity once more here for St. Jude's. Julia Artiaga-Lavoie subs in here for Masaran Sheriff. Stolen there, Sacred Heart. Inbound coming for Grant. Grant finds Maldonado. Maldonado to Opong. Opong pass inside over to Plivchik. Plivchik trying to pass around, pass it over to Maldonado. She stumbles a bit. Maldonado still has it though. Swings quick over to the corner. Henriquez for three. And a three-pointer there. St. Jude's scores on that opportunity to make it 23-26. Their first basket of the second quarter. Bowen trying to get it out. Stolen by Opong. Over to Henriquez. Henriquez going around. Finds Maldonado in the corner. Pass inside to Grant. She tries connecting with Plivchik. It's a fight onto the ground. They fight for it, but it will remain St. Jude's ball. Maldonado stolen on the inbound by Artiaga-Lavoie. She gives it over to Pan. She brings it over here on the left-hand side, going right to the basket. Draws contact on the way up. But it will be a blocking foul on Silvana Maldonado. 2 free throws coming here for Isabella Pan. Sub being made here. We're seeing Sophie Munn line up here for St. Jude's. Grant comes out for Munn. Pan's free throw falls short there, but it's able to continue no problem. There's second free throw to come. High bounce off the rim, doesn't convert. St. Jude's leading the way again. Henriquez beats one. Tries dumping it off, stolen by Pan. And now we'll be seeing Sacred Heart go the other way. Sierra Bowen, pass on out to the corner. Pan feeds Annabelle Bowen. Bowen resets, finds Kenji. Looking for someone to get open. Hands it over to Bowen. Bowen driving in, kicks back over to Pan. Pan stopping, giving over to Sierra Bowen. On the drive inside, loses the ball. Karis Opong with a strip. And forces the turnover there. Great awareness for St. Jude's. Chance now, Henriquez, quick pass over to Opong. Opong over to Maldonado. Maldonado swinging around, waiting, looking for someone, finds Henriquez. She's open for three in the corner, launching. A bit long on the opportunity, it falls. Just not in the basket, Sacred Heart pushing up. Bowen plays a 1-2 with her sister, finds Artiaga-Lavoie. Drives in, pauses for a moment, drives to the basket, not able to convert the bucket. But draws the foul, Julia Artiaga-Lavoie with 2 free throws. Gathering here, waiting to see Naomi Bowen subs in for Isabella Pan. First one here for Artiaga Lavoie. Bounces off the rim on the inside. No go. So it'll be a second opportunity here coming for Artiaga Lavoie. High bounce off the rim, but it ends up falling, no issue. 5:32 remains in this second. Upon quick pass over to Maldonado. Maldonado pass dumped inside, goes back out to Munn. She launches from three, and Sophie Munn with a big bucket there to make it a 1-point game. Ball swung on out. Naomi play a 1-2 with Annabelle. Now ball moves through to Kenji. Kenji goes up, blocked by Plivchik. Kenji still trying to keep it inside, but it's not able to save it. It becomes St. Jude's ball. Out to Maldonado. Maldonado finds a Pong. Pong to Plivchik. Whistle goes. And we will be seeing Annabelle Bowen subbing in for Julia Artiaga Lavoie. Inbound for St. Jude's, finds its way in to Enriquez. Enriquez driving hard to the right-hand side, right to the basket, scoops it, not able to convert. Plivchik, second opportunity, and gets those points to give St. Jude's the lead. Inbound to come here for Sacred Heart. Pass over to Charbonneau. Charbonneau slows it down, finds Bowen again. Bowen to Bowen, the sisterly connection as it goes from one wing to the next. Bowen sizing up here as Kenji helping out Naomi. Bowen finds Sierra Bowen. All three Bowens touching on this possession, but not able to score just yet. It goes long, no one's going to chase after that one. Bowen finds Sierra, back to Annabelle. She's able to break out from the press. Finds Sierra. Sierra finds Naomi Bowen. Bowen passes out to her sister. She continues to look here, glancing. Hard drive into Charbonneau, goes into the three. Instead, kicks it out. A three-pointer instead is taken by her teammate. Goes long as it gets thrown out of bounds. And guess what? It's her opportunity to continue to strike here. Sacred Heart with the opportunity again. Timeout called by Sacred Heart. We will be right back, ladies and gentlemen, so please do not go anywhere. 3:41 remaining in the second.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We won't run! We won't run!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
Monkey is prime!
this season, we are hydrated. The official sports drink of the UFC. It's time! Oh, that's good.
Yeah!
Back here for the inbound opportunity. Basket called off for the shot clock. St. Jude's again here trying to figure it out. Inbound makes its way. Maldonado has it. One pump fake there. Glancing. Tries to beat Kenji. Kenji slides a bit, but it still remains Savannah Maldonado trying to use all her force to get right to the hoop. And Savannah Maldonado with a great opportunity there for St. Jude's. Charbonneau pass in, picked up by Plivchik. And she quickly passes it over to Maldonado. Maldonado pausing, she tries to go around Kenji. Instead, she's still pushing. Chad's coming in here, makes its way over. Scoop lay-in. It's not able to convert. Rebounded by Henriquez. Tipped by Charbonneau, though. Sacred Heart gets the possession right back. Hard drives to the basket. Annabelle Bowen with the floater. Gets to make under 2.5 now. A whistle flies, subs being made. Cares a Pong. Comes out, Alicia Monet comes in. And Surface comes in for Savannah Maldonado. Try around Surface, pulls up there from range. Sierra Surface making it rain there with a wonderful bucket to reestablish the 3-point lead for St. Jude's. Bowen, big drive there, kicks back over to Charbonneau. Charbonneau back to Bowen, she floats it up, gets the bucket there. Outlet, quick make a way across for St. Jude's. She says, thank you very much with the make. Bowen pass on over to Charbonneau. Charbonneau throws it down. Tries finding Naomi Bowen again, but not able to save it. Over and back is the call there. Subs being made here. Very hard. Dowplay makes her way in. Opportunity missed. Bowen sisters play a 1-2. Finds way over to Kenji. Kenji hard drive to the basket, draws the foul. 2 free throws coming out for the side from Montreal. Free throws here for Kenji. Chloe Kenji not able to sink her first. Subs to be made on the side of St. Jude's. They will come in shortly. It's number 4. Of Melis Coco-san. MCS subbing her in for Maldonado. Still waiting here for the inbound and a paused play. Inbound makes its way to Surface. Surface trying to beat Charbonneau here. Draws pressure, can't. Steps back, glancing, looking around. Quick pass on over to Kraus. Kraus back to Surface, who remains with it. Kicks it over to the corners. A 3-pointer is just long. No dice on that three-pointer from Melis Coco Sam. Chance again goes banging, but St. Jude continues to attack. That mid-range goes long. Outlet once more. Pass on over Rose Charbonneau with the lay-in. Great transition bucket there as we're all square at 34. Driving in, trying to get something going quick here. Melis Coco Sam loses the ball. It's loose on the ground, picked up here by Bowen. Sierra Bowen, pass on over to her sister Annabelle. She's going right to the basket, misses it, rebounded. Kenji not able to hold on. It's picked up instead by St. Jude's. Pass on over to Munn. Munn set on living and dying from beyond the arc. That time, not able to get the make. Back and forth opportunity, 4 seconds remaining here. Trying to get something off. Bowen finds Bowen, needs to get a shot off right at the buzzer, but it doesn't convert. We're tied at 34 after the first half. Ladies and gentlemen, Sacred Heart and St. Jude still have another half of basketball to go, and a lot of basketball is to come. Game 1 of the first day of this session for NPA and WNPA. We have finished the first half. We will be right back for some second half action.
Up everyone, it's Tarek Spate, CEO of North Pole Hoops, and I want to get you updated on what's going on at NPH. And more importantly, what's to come in 2026. This year, expected to be the biggest in company history. Let's lock in. We just got back from our Middle East tour.
Welcome to Riyadh.
With Abdul, our regional director. And we spent time in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia, where we were able to meet with major stakeholders in the region that are interested in connecting the dots, creating that bridge between North America and the Middle East region through basketball and creating a global impact through multiple basketball projects, which we're excited to share as we roll into 2026. And as we move over to Saudi Arabia, a country going through a transformation with a strong ambition in sports and entertainment. This is a country that's hungry for more. Working together with North Pole Hoops, we want to bring the basketball world to the kingdom. Now we're back in the United States of America, focused on building the Southern Conference of North Pole Hoops. The evolution of prep basketball, from national championships to continental cups. We are choosing select programs that align with our global vision. As for up north in Canada, the momentum is undeniable. We just finished up a Montreal session, and we're heading into the new year in the nation's capital of Ottawa. As we get closer to March, championship month, the storylines are picking up. In Canada, one of the biggest storylines, David Bottomley, averaging 47 points per game following the tragic loss of his father. He is now turning performance into purpose, and that's NPH family. Then you look at Isaiah Hamilton and Kareem Al-Jabbar, two NBA level prospects who are breaking out in the NPA in their first year of prep basketball. They've stepped into a higher level of competition and structure, and instead of adjusting slowly, they've announced themselves. And of course, the rivalry that continues to define Canadian prep basketball. Port Erie versus Royal Crown, owners of the last two national championships. A storied matchup that keeps bubbling season after season as both programs chase another NPA crown. Every time they meet, it means something. Honorable mention that truly deserves recognition, Yusuf Ahmed. Watching Yusuf rise through the NPH ecosystem from dominating D1 to becoming one of the top players in the NPA and Canada overall is exactly why this platform exists. These aren't just highlights. These are pathways, growth stories, and proof that the ecosystem works. And when it comes to women's basketball, the ladies are shining. We're in year 2 of the WNPA, and we're elevating women's basketball. With star talent like Chance Berry, Amelia Sow, Jordan Wheeler, they're setting a global standard for what's to come. So what can we expect moving forward at North Pole Hoops? We're building conferences. 4 conferences over the next 2 years are in the process of being built. We have the Central Conference, which will cover the majority of Ontario. Eastern Conference will start in the nation's capital from Ottawa, go throughout Quebec and Atlantic Canada, connecting the whole eastern region of the country. And then Western Canada starts in Manitoba, goes through Saskatchewan, Alberta, and BC. Last but not least, the Southern Conference in the USA. That is under construction as we speak and will be growing over the next couple years, starting with the inaugural 26-27 season, Wnpa and Wnpa South. Conferences equal structure. This isn't just expansion for the sake of expansion. This is intentional growth built to last. At North Pole Hoops, it's always been about building growth pathways on and off the floor. And entering 2026, it's about alignment, global reach, and raising the standard everywhere we go. To coaches, parents, players, and partners, thank you for continuing to believe in this vision. We're just getting started. Thank you.
Ottawa, the heart of Canada, where the cities come together. From the canal to the parliament, the capital isn't just a place, it's a proving ground. The energy hits different here, where East meets West, where English meets French. Where the NPH Eastern Conference is forming, the capital is where regions will collide, where stories will be written, and where legacies are made. The Capital Showdown. Let's see who really runs Canada.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Wnpa Reds. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. They look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
My name is Silky Sullivan. Who's missing is my wife, the second half of DMV Chill Cryo Wellness Spa, Verona Sullivan. We started this company, DMV Chill Cryotherapy Wellness Spa, about going on 5 years ago. We felt the need for athletes to have recovery and pain management at sporting events. We are able to spray athletes before they play, during halftime, and after they play, because it's nothing but 60 to 90 second sessions. It reduces inflammation, it reduces swelling, it eliminates muscle soreness. It's very efficient and it's very powerful. Anywhere that they're playing a high level of basketball, they're gonna need recovery. And I must say, this is my first time in Canada. Of course, I watched the SGA, the OKC won the championship, but for me to see with my own eyes, these kids I'm very impressed. I told Tyreek that I'm very impressed with the level of play that they're playing out there. With that being said, they playing long games. Like I tell kids, you have to recover like you practice and play. They're playing every day, they're practicing every day, and they're training every day. So you have to let your body recover. And so I figure that this is something that we could come up here and help them with, and they could also help us, and we can help each other, man.
Second half action here at the playground. First game of the day to start off this WNPA weekend. We're tied at 34 in this matchup between Sacred Heart and St. Jude's. St. Jude's here immediately wanting to get something going from the arc. And it will be Sierra Surface with the finish there immediately. Breaks the deadlock to give her team a 3-point lead. Great opportunity from beyond the arc. And a scramble there at the scorer's table. Contact made, possession arrow on the ground. It's all over the place there with Sacred Heart trying to break out there. Waiting here as they currently adjust things over there. We'll be right back here shortly, ladies and gentlemen.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run! Ladies and gentlemen,
The monkey is prime!
this season, we are hydrated! The official sports drink of the UFC. It's time!
Oh, that's good.
A little bit of a water spill there at the table, but we get it cleaned up, we get it sorted. And now Sacred Heart want to get going, get their first bucket of the day. Sheriff on the attacking side. Blocking foul on Silvana Maldonado. Coach trying to get a call for a charge, doesn't go their way. And now we will be seeing the Saints go marching in. Sacred Heart trying to figure things out. Bowen to Bowen, pass inside to Dalplay. Back out to Sierra Bowen. She finds Annabelle Bowen, goes over to Sheriff. Sheriff all the way across, finds Kenji. Kenji trying to get it inside to Bowen. Sierra Bowen smothered out to Kenji. Shot needs to go up to beat the buzzer, but they're not able to do that. Another shot clock violation again for Sacred Heart. They got to be more attentive here. Surface receives the inbound, now driving in here for Sacred Heart. Pass inside, Maldonado not able to corral it. Remains St. Jude's possession. Waiting for someone to get open. Maldonado finds Surface. Had that big three to start off the second half. Now a long mid-range two. That one doesn't go. Still scramble inside. Lands at the hands of a Pong. And she gets 2 points there now. Bowen finds Sheriff here trying to beat a defender wide. Finds Duplay inside and the finish for Mila Duplay. Opong gets stripped there by Sheriff, but Maldonado's the one that has it. Pressure being put on them. And a turnover forced by Sacred Heart. They get a chance once again. They trail by 3. It's not crazy. There hasn't exactly been a huge amount of lead difference in this game. It has been a back and forth affair. We've seen a lot of these athletes go at each other. But now, with just over 8 minutes remaining in this third quarter, it still remains just 3 points separating these sides. Bowen finds her sister Annabelle. She's not able to get the lay-in. Second opportunity doesn't go. Whistle falls. And yes, we will be getting free throws here for Massaran Sheriff. 2, to be exact. Sheriff not able to hit her first opportunity. That one's unfortunate. We'll see what she's able to do here with this second chance. Second one falls. 2-point advantage for St. Jude's. They're on the ball again. Surface. Pauses. Gives it back over to Silvana Maldonado. Maldonado crosses back, driving inside. Kicks it over to Opong. Opong hands it over to Surface. Surface drive inside. Wonderful move to break through the defense, and the layup there for Sierra Surface. She's coming to life here in the second half. 5 points from her. Bowen finds Sheriff, and Sheriff gives to Kenji. Kenji's pass inside, tipped, stolen there. Fighting for it is Kraus. Kraus gets it stripped there by Annabelle Bowen. She finds Sheriff, hard drive inside, kicks over to Kenji. Her mid-range jumper, it's long, picked up by Munn. Sophie Munn trying to swing it out. Bowen not able to intercept it because the trajectory was already headed out. Maldonado not able to salvage it. It will be Sacred Heart picking it up again. Inbound here between the Bowen sisters, back into Sierra Bowen. She finds Sheriff. Sheriff pauses, drives in, floats it up, and Massaran Sheriff with the bucket there. Once again, the gap's close to 2. Maldonado's inbound there, goes out of bounds. Great pressure there from Sacred Heart. And they will get a chance here to tie it up. We'll see what they can do. Bowen to Sheriff. Sheriff passes inside to Kenji. Kenji backing down, goes right in, blocked by Opong, and still scrambled. Kenji has it, trying to grab onto it. Possession arrow, who keeps it? It will be Sacred Heart maintaining the possession. Annabelle Bowen finds Sierra. Her jumper banks in. Make a deposit, why don't you? And that one now should tie it up at 41. Right there, surface opportunity gets stripped there. Sheriff, the one who has it. Slowly brings it up here on this left-hand side, taking it methodically, pausing, back on out to Bowen. Bowen's opportunity draws the foul. 2 free throws to come for her. She's not able to hit on the prayer that goes up. But Sacred Heart now with a chance to take the lead. Sierra Surface subs out here for Miriam Henriquez. And Chloe Kenji makes her way out of the game as we see Julia Artiaga Lavoie check in. First one here for Sierra goes a bit off to the side. Second one falls, gives them the lead at 42-41. Now we see Marilla Plivchik. She checks in here for St. Jude's. And still, the fight goes on. It's thrown out. Sophie Munn has it. Pressured by Bowen. Back out to Apong. Apong hands it over to Henriquez. Henriquez trying to dance past Sheriff. Going through his left-hand side. The pressure, a very tough lay in there. But Miriam Henriquez with a wonderful finish here to reestablish the St. Jude lead. Going pass over to Sheriff. Gets it popped out there by Apong. Apong finds Munn. Great steal there from St. Jude's. A deep three to begin there. But very early in the shot clock. Doesn't end up going. Bowen now finds Sheriff on the transition. Masseron Sheriff, tough shot. Through contact, no go. Second chance by Julia Artiaga Lavoie. And she will get hacked. It will be 2 free throws coming for her. Lavoie not able to hit her first, but Artiaga Lavoie with the second opportunity here at the line. She does sink it. Ties back established at 43 as we see substitutions for all these sides. Sophie Munn checking out. Davina Grant checking in on the side of St. Jude's. And Rose Charbonneau makes her way into the game here for Sacred Heart as Annabelle Bowen gets a well-earned breather. Maldonado. Great drive inside, splits defenders in half. And able to get that lay. Wonderful play from Silvana Maldonado. Pressure put on here. St. Jude still trying to strive forward. Charbonneau finds Bowen. Bowen back to Charbonneau. Pass up quick to Sheriff. Sheriff on the attack through the pressure, draws the contact. And it will be another trip here to the line. And I gotta say, let's take a look here at this Sacred Heart team. It's been tough at the free throw line for them. While St. Jude's have only drawn 6 free throws and are 2 for 6, Sacred Heart coming into this right here, 8 for 18 from the free throw line. That's 10 points that could be in their pocket. Definitely gonna be something the coaches talk about here with the free throw shooting. Masseron Sheriff sinks her first opportunity on this trip. Let's see if she can hit the second. Does just that. Masseron Sheriff ties it at 45. And Sheriff's been very good there. This makes it 16 points on the day for her. 6 for 9 from the field and 4 rebounds. Great to see for Annabelle Bowen getting that breather earlier. She has 13 points with 6 rebounds and 3 assists on the side of Sacred Heart. Meanwhile, St. Jude's here. They're trying to attack, trying to get something going here in their half court. Maldonado will be the one inbounding, and she's also 6 for 9 on the day so far. 15 points. And Sierra Bowen subs out. We see Annabelle check in for her. Maldonado passes out. A 3-pointer launch there by Henriquez. Not able to get it. Still, the rebound by Plivchik. Back over to Henriquez. She's in the corner trying to look around. Whistle goes. St. Jude's there will still be able to keep possession here following that whistle. Immediately, Sheriff. Ball tried getting dumped inside to Plivchik, but the pressure from Sheriff forces a turnover. Sacred Heart now. Both these sides this game have really decided to employ the press defense here on the full court, and it's had varying levels of success. We've seen fast break points. We've seen right there fouls drawn, but one of the big things both these sides, they've been struggling a bit here with the press, and it's been seeing some results on the defensive side where you've been seeing players step up, players get good looks, players do what they can. And now the pressure decides to back off a bit. Miriam Henriquez splits her defenders, takes it there, looking for someone, finds Silvana Maldonado back on the perimeter. Maldonado floats it up, draws the contact. And there will be 2 free throws coming here for Maldonado. 4:36 here in the third. if I'm St. Jude, you know, I'm going to do one of two things. I'm either going to keep giving it to Silvana Maldonado, who's getting to the line, forcing a lot of problems, or I would try to find Marilla Plivchik. She's 2 for 2 on the day, 4 rebounds, 4 points, and she's been very, very aggressive on the inside. No one's really challenged her on the opportunities. We'll see if she could potentially get some more looks. On the St. Jude's side, Maldonado hits both. Inbound there to Cherif. Cherif breaking out, finds Charbonneau. Charbonneau driving in. Has Arteaga Lavoie making her way down to the block. Instead, she'll give it over to Bowen. Bowen finds Cherif. Cherif back out to Charbonneau. Charbonneau pauses back to Bowen in the corner. Bowen driving inside, flips over to Charbonneau. Charbonneau to Arteaga Lavoie. Our three-pointer doesn't go, as the possession gets turned over. Maldonado now. Glancing, looking, finds Davina Grant. She bobbled it for a sec, but now it's going to be continuing on. Drive inside, St. Jude's back over to Grant. Grant circling around, wants Enriquez to come close, hands it off to her. Miriam Enriquez, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Needs something up here. Trying to get past Cherif, going to try to do something, tries finding Plivchik just a bit long on the pass, and it will be turned over. Sacred Heart regain possession. Chloe Kenji subbing in here for Sacred Heart. We're seeing her come in. Who's she coming on for? It will be for Mila Dauple. Great breakout once more. Bowen not able to get past Maldonado, who draws the foul there. Coach not pleased about that. And I'll be honest, one thing I really like about the coaches here, they're really pleading their players' cases, and I think that's wonderful to see. You see coaches, they fight for their players, they defend them to the death, essentially, and that's something that I value very highly when seeing these teams. Assyria Chamberlain coming on now for St. Jude's. Karasapong, the one subbing out. Free throws here as they are now in the bonus. And this right here could tie the game if she hits both, but she can't hit the first. Annabelle Bowen. Second chance. Second one falls, does not fall as well. And Maldonado swings quickly. Up it goes, picked up by Henriquez. She has to slow up, finds Chamberlain, back to Maldonado. She's taking it inside, 1-2 step, tried finding Plivchik. Just a bit too much mustard on that pass. And it ends up falling out of bounds. And a timeout called here for Sacred Heart. They're going to want to try to gather something here as they head into another offensive possession. 3:37 left in this third. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
History has been made in Canadian basketball. One hand down, all over the defense.
One-hand cockback.
Oh! Bringing the fans to their feet, putting a man in the rim. Ain't that awesome? Oh my Lord!
Welcome to the NPA on NPH.
Inbound coming in for Sacred Heart. Finds Cherif, and she's going to want to break out here. Pass over to Charbonneau. Pass, Bowen makes her way inside, and it goes all the way back to Sheriff at the top. She drives right to the basket, into the teeth of the defense, and Masaran Sheriff gets 2 more, her 18th point of the game. Miriam Henriquez finds surface. Was very hot to start off this third. And now she draws contact from Masaran Sheriff, and we'll get a chance to get those 2 points right back here with these free throws. First one for Surface falls. This next one coming soon. Naomi Bowen looking to sub in here for the side of Sacred Heart. Surface hits her second. We're going to be getting our substitutions in now. Naomi Bowen coming on for Masaran Sheriff. And I mean, it makes sense. Masaran Sheriff, as good as she's been the focal point of scoring for this Sacred Heart team so far today, 4 personal fouls, and that's not good. Sierra Bowen also with 4 personal fouls. Same with Julia Artiaga-Lavoie. Things are getting dire here on terms of individual fouls for Sacred Heart. They'll remain on possession here on offense. You know, on the other side, St. Jude's, they have more total fouls than Sacred Heart so far, but no one really in danger of fouling out. Savannah Maldonado and Kara Sapong, the only ones that are, as they both have 3 fouls apiece. Opportunity up, doesn't fall. Maldonado is the one that comes down with it. She gives it over to Surface. Surface pass quickly over to Henriquez in the corner. She sets her feet from range. Miriam Henriquez with the 3. And the coach jumps for joy. You love to see that here from him. Now Rose Charbonneau trying to drive in, not able to do it. Stolen by Surface. She's taking it all the way. Lavoie with the block. But the whistle goes. Foul drawn. And that is Julia Artiaga-Lavoie's 5th foul of the game. Quick timeout called here before the free throws, ladies and gentlemen, and it seems we're going to see a nice little chat here. 2:25 remaining in this third. We'll be right back.
Ottawa, the heart of Canada, where the cities come together. From the canal to the parliament, the capital isn't just a place, it's a proving ground. The energy hits different here, where East meets West, where English meets French. Where the NPH Eastern Conference is forming, the capital is where regions will collide, where stories will be written, and where legacies are made. The Capital Showdown. Let's see who really runs Canada.
Surface here at the line. Her first free throw falls to extend this lead. Next one makes it, if she hits this one, it will be a 7-point advantage, the largest lead of the day, and it will be for St. Jude's. Not able to do so, but they're still up 6. Annabelle Bowen, pass quickly out to Kenji. Kenji has Pan in the corner. Isabella Pan, she sets her feet high, arc 3 off the top of the backboard, but it's Bowen. Rebounded and finds her sister, the other Bowen sister, Annabelle Bowen, giving a lane right to the basket, floats it up, not able to get the lucky bounce off the rim. And Chamberlain's the one who brings it up. Maldonado slowing it up. Quick pass over to Surface. Quick moving over to Henriquez. She hits 1-3 already. This next one bouncing around, not able to. No one's able to corral it. And it's last off the fingers of Marilla Plivchik. Pan inside to Naomi Bowen. Bowen finds her, it ends up in the hands of her sister, and now Naomi has it once more. She's taking it inside, not wanting to take that shot, gives it over to Charbonneau. Charbonneau glancing around, pass inside to Kenji in the post. Kenji guarded by Maldonado. Maldonado coming to put pressure. It will still be a lot of opportunity here for Bowen, and Annabelle Bowen finishes there. Big opportunity. pass up to Plivchik, not able to connect. Charbonneau's the one who walks away with it, ends up in the hands of Isabella Pan. But Pan takes one too many steps there, trying to get the outlet pass. Travel called. Sacred Heart turns it over. Silvana Maldonado, inbound here. Finds Enriquez. Enriquez screen there from Chamberlain. Pass out to Surface. Thought about the three. Instead steps back, pulls up from the elbow. And a great bucket there from Sierra Surface. She was not really hitting much in that first half. Only 3 points in that first half. Second half, though, her total's up to 12. 9 points in just this quarter. Wonderful from Sierra Surface. She gets the steal, still fighting for it. But now Sacred Heart, I want to try to get something going here. Naomi Bowen, her three, not able to. Kenji and Pan fight for a rebound. Kenji stolen, stripped. Enriquez leading the charge, going right to the basket. And Miriam Henriquez with a bucket there, making it an 8-point advantage for St. Jude's. Up to Kenji. Chamberlain able to force Kenji out of her comfort zone, trying to get it inside, stolen by Plivchik on the pass. It was wayward, and now St. Jude's, 17 seconds remain. Surface out to Maldonado. She's in the corner, launching for three. Bounce off the rim, no go. Annabelle Bowen tells him to calm down. They're going to keep it for the final possession here. Surface putting pressure on Annabelle Bowen. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Bowen's got to get a shot off here. Attack right to the basket. Not able to get the make, but I believe a whistle goes there. Are we going to get free throws here? Yes, we will. 2 free throws here to close out the third quarter. And if she hits both, it's a 6-point game. Either way, St. Jude's have been electric here. Annabelle Bowen is definitely going to want something. I think we're going to get these free throws when we come back. No, she's going to do the free throws now, and then we'll cut to the fourth quarter. First one here for Annabelle Bowen, not able to get that one to go. Next one for her to come. Able to sink that one, and it's 57-50 as we head into the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. One more quarter here at the playground in this St. Jude Sacred Heart matchup.
All over the field.
They've been sleeping tons of. Wake up, wake up. Wake up is a new day, new era. Lights on, game loud, move clearer. They slept too long, now the storm got nearer. Wake up, look in the mirror. Wake up, you feel that shift in the air. Stardust burn, old crew in the flare. What's gonna shake when the dreamers declare? Wake up, we already here. Wake up, wake up. Cold floors, no name on the list. We built from the shadows, can't sleep on this. Every miss was a spark, now the flames exist. Universe are aligned, can't resist the twist. They hit snooze while we built in the dark. Now we run plays with celestial law. From the north to the world, hear the engine start. Wake up, we igniting the spark. This the moment when the lights flip.
Fourth quarter action here, and St. Jude's leads the way, but we'll see if they're able to extend it, hold on, or maybe Sacred Heart got a little trick up their sleeve. Maldonado inside the mess finds Munn. Munn all the way to the corner, hits Enriquez. She's wide open, but it's too long. Sheriff comes down with it. She finds Sierra Bowen. And it is late, might as well, but they have one more foul to spare here. Between both of them, might as well get everything you can from your two of your best players. Rose Charbonneau travels there, turns it over. St. Jude's take possession again. Henriquez. She gave it over to Maldonado. Maldonado finds Apong. Apong over to Munn. Munn in the corner waiting, finds Apong again. Has Maldonado, does find Maldonado. She thought about the three, instead she gives it over to Henriquez in the corner. Back to Maldonado. It's picked off there by Annabelle Bowen. Bowen pass out to Charbonneau. She's open for three here, but is not able to hit once more. 0 for 7 on the day now from beyond the arc. Sacred Heart still fighting inside. The foul is drawn. And we will get some free throws here for Sacred Heart. It will be Annabelle Bowen. And the story today for Sacred Heart has been the free throw game. It's not been pretty. It's not been nice. But they're able to get a bucket there to make it 12 for 25 on the day. Able to hit both of those. Very nice to see. Makes it a 5-point game. But considering it's a 5-point game, if they were, instead of being 13 for 26, 50% from the line, they could be leading this game comfortably. Sacred Heart has looked very good, but St. Jude's been the one taking advantage of the blunders from this team. That being said, Sacred Heart going all the way. Apong putting pressure on Bowen. And the shot's missed, a reach-in foul from Charbonneau. Now Marilla Plivchik stepping in here for Ashlyn Krause. No, Ashlyn Krause staying in. Silvana Maldonado subbing out. Miriam Henriquez now gets to be the one to be, well, the guiding light on offense, be the playmaker. Munn, quick pass over to Plivchik. Plivchik glancing around, needs someone to get open, trying to take a baseline, pausing, looking around, spinning, wanting to find someone, waiting for someone to make themselves known. Gives it over to Munn. She's open for three. Bucket from Sophie Munn. That's her 9th point of the game, and it extends the lead back to 8. Sierra Bowen flips over to Rose Charbonneau. Driving in here again, Bowen, she finds her sister Annabelle. Annabelle out to the corner, picked up by Charbonneau. Charbonneau pausing, trying to get it inside. It's stolen. Henriquez bringing it up, has Munn on the inside, gives it over to Munn. Munn forced to back down. Sheriff doesn't like the look, takes it back out to the perimeter. Plivchik making herself known in the post. High pass, not able to connect. Kenji saves it, and now it will be in the hands of Annabelle Bowen. She's the one leading the charge. Have Charbonneau on her right-hand side, finds Charbonneau. Drive inside, back out to Sheriff. She takes a three. Tried banking it in, not able to convert, rebounded by Apong. And now we will be seeing St. Jude's back at it again. Plivchik inside, trying to drive in, pausing, floats it up, not able to connect. Now it will be once more. It makes its way. And Masran Sheriff driving in, kicks it back out. It's to Bowen. Sierra Bowen finds Annabelle. She's open for three, launching, and it swirls out. The three-point game has just not been there for Sacred Heart. They've only hit one in the entirety of the game. Bucket on the transition from Miriam Henriquez. Quick check on she's all right. High five from her teammate, and a timeout called. 10-point game here. St. Jude's giving it all they can in this one. 7:01 remaining. Let's see if Sacred Heart can bring it back.
We have created
our own drink company.
the fastest growing sports drink in history.
We won't cry! We won't cry! Ladies and gentlemen, we got
The monkey has pride!
this season, we are hydrated! The official sports drink of the UFC. It's on!
Oh, that's good.
Yeah!
Back once more here. Sacred Heart on this possession. Want to get something going. Bowen sisters connect once more, but Bowen tried finding Sheriff, picked off by a Pong. And now Davina Grant, she slows it down. She knows that time is on her side. Karis Pong slowing it down, finds Enriquez. It's tipped there by Bowen. Chance here, Davina Grant on the inbound, finds Enriquez. Enriquez driving in and out to Munn. She sets her feet, launching from range again. It's short on the side of the iron. And now Sacred Heart breaking out. Quick pass over to Sierra Bowen. Bowen inside through the contact and one. Sierra Bowen, how do you do? She's had a bit of a quiet day. Those 4 fouls have really hindered her. But that's her 5th point of the day. Has 4 steals still. And 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Let's see if she can convert this 2 to a 3. But once again, the woes at the line continue for Sacred Heart. Leads only cut to 8. Enriquez finds Sophie Munn, open for 3 in the corner. It's short again, rebounded by Sierra Bowen. And Sierra Bowen leading it up quick. Has Monsteron Sheriff on the left-hand side. Finds Sheriff driving in through contact with a Pong. And a Pong fouls there. Monet will be coming in for Karis Pong after she draws her 4th foul of the game. Quick makes his way to Bowen. Bowen connects with her sister, Annabelle. Swinging out to the corner. It's Sheriff. Thought about the jumper. Doesn't. Instead floats it up on the transition through contact. Still, Sacred Heart remains with it. Annabelle Bowen floats it up. It's short, but a shooting foul goes again. So more free throws here for Sacred Heart. First one, in and out, doesn't fall. Second set of free throw here. High bounce around, no conversion. It's a fan of the crowd trying to help out the refs. You love to see that aspect of community, ladies and gentlemen. That's always wonderful to see here, not just at North Pole Hoops, but across basketball. You know, fans getting into it, fans getting involved. That's what the sport's all about. Enriquez finds Munn here for St. Jude's. Finds Monet. Monet. As the clock winds down, Grant finds Enriquez. Enriquez trying to go around, takes the screen from Monet. Something, anything. They got to put it up, out to Grant. It gets tipped, and it will be a shot clock violation. Sacred Heart with a chance to reset. Quick word here for Annabelle Bowen as there's subs on the side of St. Jude's. Marilla Plifchik making her way on. She will be coming in for Alicia Monet. Sheriff to Kenji. Chloe Kenji trying to drive inside, pausing there. Up it goes with the opportunity, not able to get a second chance here by Annabelle Bowen, and she converts. 20th point of the game for her. Gap is slowly but surely closing with just over 5 minutes remaining. Ball makes its way to Plifchik inside, out to Davina Grant. Grant inside on the tack on the baseline. And that right there, St. Jude's gets those 2 points back. Inbound to Bowen. She's able to find Annabelle. Annabelle pass over to Sheriff. They break it there. They'll play inside. Makes his way over to Mila. She's blocked by Plivchik, but a foul called again. Free throws coming here for Mila Dowplay. First one ends up connecting. Next set of free throws coming in. Tipped out. Makes way to Masaran Sheriff. Sheriff driving in. Kicks back out to Bowen. Bowen to Bowen. Annabelle this time with it. Has it. Tries getting over to Sheriff. Bit high, but Sheriff corrals it. Has it on the driving side. Gets it to go. The gap keeps on closing. St. Jude's need to keep it pushing. They can't just take their foot off the gas just yet. The drive from Henriquez, a foul is called. 2 free throws to come. Subs being made. Grant, Kraus, Munn coming out. Surface making her way in. Apong making her way in. And Maldonado also checking in here for St. Jude's. First one falls for Miriam Henriquez. Second one to come soon from Miriam. This is only going to be your second free throw of the day. Second one for Enriquez doesn't go. It's rebounded there by Sheriff. And Masaran Sheriff bringing it up. Has Sierra Bowen on her left-hand side. Will find Sierra Bowen. Maldonado steps up. Back to Annabelle Bowen. Goes around the horn. Makes way to Sheriff in the corner. Sheriff trying to dump it to Kenji. Stolen by Surface. But it gets stolen again. Whistle goes. It seems it was a reach-in on Sierra Surface. And it's a bonus trip here. So Chloe Kenji with a chance at this line. First one for Kenji falls. Chloe Kenji not able to hit her second one. Gap still remains 5. Maldonado bringing it up here for St. Jude's. Glancing, looking. Quick pass over to Henriquez. Henriquez back to Maldonado. Maldonado looking. Quick pass over to Surface. Surface pump fake to the left. Drive to the right. Quick pass over to Henriquez. She's open for 3 in the corner. But according to the ref, steps out of bounds. Turns it over. And with 3:33, Sacred Heart back on possession again. The lead's only 5. And if you want to look at free throws, it's really been that. 8 for 14 has been the case for St. Jude's. They have been efficient, 6 missed free throws, but they've still made most of their opportunities. Sacred Heart, 15 for 32 at the free throw line. If those opportunities fell, it would be a very, very different ball game here. But Sacred Heart is still fighting hard. They'll play. Gets it stripped by Apong. On that opportunity, it will still remain their ball. It will still remain Sacred Heart possession. Bowen passes over to her sister. Now Sierra Bowen on this left wing, trying to drive around. Gets past Surface. Quick pass to Sheriff. Sheriff hard drive inside, throws it up. And another shooting foul has been called. First one goes for Masaran Sheriff. So more here coming. Sheriff, second free throw. High bounce off, misses. Bowen's the one with the rebound. Gives it right immediately out to her sister. Annabelle Bowen launching for 3. Great possession there. And all of a sudden the game, it's within 1 possession. Refs ruled it a 2 on the near side, so it's 65-63. Apologies there for the call. But still, Sacred Heart is back, and they force another turnover here. 2:45 remaining, adjusted there to 2:48. Inbound makes its way over. It gets passed up. Sheriff, the one who has it, taking it baseline, swings over to Del Play. She loses it, still fighting for it. Free throws coming again here, and it will be Mila Dowplay here. The bonus is not been St. Jude's friend. Sacred Heart drawn a crazy amount of fouls in this game. Dowplay there, not able to hit her first here at the line. Next one coming soon. High bounce off, Dowplay not able to get either. And as it goes out of bounds, St. Jude's the one who comes down with it. Timeout has been called here for St. Jude's. They want to try to stop the bleeding. They only lead by 2 with 2:38 remaining. It's a close one here, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss the end. We will be right back.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Wnpa Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. They look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids with that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
Inbound. We're back here. St. Jude wanting to do something. Sacred Heart got to lock up here on the defensive end. Driving around. Quick makes its way around. Sophie Munn in the corner. Swings all the way to Maldonado. Maldonado out to Henriquez. Her three-pointer. It's short. And as it makes its way out of bounds, Sacred Heart the one who will be continuing on with this. Back and forth here with the Bowen sisters. Makes his way over to Masaran Sheriff. Sheriff driving in. Gets stolen there by Apong. And she's able to give it over to Henriquez. Henriquez pushing up. Out its way to the corner. It's Maldonado. Maldonado. Out to Munn. She's wide open for 3 in the corner. Lets it fly. Sophie Munn again from beyond the arc. 4th 3 of the day. All her buckets have been from beyond the arc. And immediately it's stolen there. Enriquez not able to convert on the bucket. And attack inside. It seems that there was a foul. Yes, there was a foul on Sacred Heart there, on that sequence. So it will be free throws here for Annabelle Bowen. Sinks her first opportunity here. If she hits the next one, it's a 1-possession game, 3-point game. But this next free throw, crucial to that outcome. In and out, not able to convert, and it will be Maldonado who comes down with it. Silvana, Maldonado. Has the screen to the right-hand side from Plivchik. Drives in, goes right at it, draws the foul. And Chloe Kenji is the one to do so. Silvana Maldonado, 2 free throws to come here. Been a great game for Maldonado so far. 17 points before this trip to the line. 4 for 6 from the line. And 6 for 10 from the field. Throw on top of that the fact that she has 6 rebounds. It's been productive. It won't be free throws actually, but it will be the inbound here for St. Jude's. Pass inside immediately gets converted. And now 6-point game. Ball makes his way over to Sierra Bowen. Bowen, quick swing over to Sheriff. Sheriff tried finding that play, not able to do it there, but Maldonado bringing it up instead. St. Jude's, pump fake from Enriquez, back to Munn. She's open for 3, and almost just short of potentially getting her 5th tray of the game. Sierra Bowen needs something here quick. Instead, it turns over. It will be Maldonado. And it's a reach-in foul there from Sheriff. That'll be her 5th foul of the day. Masseron Sheriff subbed out here. Rose Charbonneau coming in. Inbound into a Pong. She finds Enriquez. Enriquez driving quick on. Pass over to Munn. Munn back to Enriquez. Enriquez takes the screen from Plivchik. Finds Maldonado on the corner. Pump fake. Pass inside to Plivchik. Plivchik floats around. Puts it up. And draws the foul. Free throws here for Marilla Plivchik. First one falls here for next one to come. High bounce off the rim. Rebounded by Maldonado though. St. Jude's remain with the possession. They're stepping back. They know they have time. Munn back and forth with Maldonado. Pressure on Enriquez. Pass on out. A three-pointer needs to be taken, and Sophie Munn strikes again. Her 5th 3 of the day. And if that wasn't the dagger, I don't know what is. 10-point game. The shot doesn't go without play. Fouled. Free throws to come. First one there ends up falling. Next one to come, second free throw, no go, foul play. St. Jude have it, Sophie Munn the one bringing it up. She slows down the tempo a little bit here as Rose Charbonneau steps up a half. Quick pass over to the corner, Maldonado dump inside to Plivchik. Plivchik on the attack to the basket, not able to get it. Still fighting for the board, tried saving it, but not able to do so. Sacred Heart here still with a chance. 9-point game, 18 seconds. I mean, if Reggie Miller could do it, if Tracy McGrady could do it, these ladies could too. Who knows? Bowen Scissors find each other, but Sierra Bowen just holds on to it. She says, you know what, that's this game right here. And as the clock tips down, that's this one, that's the end. And that is how it will go. Final score, 74-65. For St. Jude's over Sacred Heart. They're going to have some more battles this weekend. More to come on the women's side. Stay tuned at 4 p.m. We have a matchup at King's Christian. Notre Dame taking on King's Christian. So it'll be fun to see there that matchup over in Oakville. And at 6 p.m., the heavyweight matchup as we see Chance Berry's Royal Crown team take on Portia Rison. and the team over in Fort Erie. I'll be calling that one. That'll be all. Throwing it over now to my boy Mike Dotto for the game at King's Christian. For now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. From North Pole Hoops here, I've been Julian Quintero Verano. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
What's up, everyone? It's Tarek Bate, CEO of North Pole Hoops, and I want to get you updated on what's going on at NPH. And more importantly, what's to come in 2026. This year, expected to be the biggest in company history. Let's lock in. We just got back from our Middle East tour.
Welcome to Riyadh.
With Abdul, our regional director. And we spent time in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia, where we were able to meet with major stakeholders in the region that are interested in connecting the dots, creating that bridge between North America and the Middle East region through basketball and creating a global impact through multiple basketball projects, which we're excited to share as we roll into 2026. And as we move over to Saudi Arabia, a country going through a transformation with a strong ambition in sports and entertainment. This is a country that's hungry for more. Working together with North Pole Hoops, we want to bring the basketball world to the kingdom. Now we're back in the United States of America, focused on building the Southern Conference of North Pole Hoops.